Hi, I'm Tim Troutman. We're here today at the National Weather Service in Riverton, and we are participating in the 2016 version of Skywarn Recognition Day. And this is a day where we recognize our very important amateur radio operators and the folks that assist us at the National Weather Service. Involving, we get reports of severe weather and we utilize these resources that are the amateur radio operators to get the severe weather reports for us at the National Weather Service. So they're very important to what we do. Skywarn and storm spotters are basically our eyes and ears for the National Weather Service. We issue warnings based upon, in most cases, what we indicate on radar. But we need to verify in real time what's actually occurring out there so that we can utilize that information to help us better understand on a day-by-day basis what is going on with thunderstorms in our area. So with that, I guess some questions we could talk about dealing with Skywarn. Today, the questions could be, how long has the Skywarn program been in place? And the Skywarn program really took off following the April 3rd, 1974 super tornado outbreak. And in the aftermath of that tornado outbreak, it was quickly recognized the important need of amateur radio operators to report severe weather and other related hazardous weather information into their respective National Weather Service offices. And their role in the warning process is very important to what we do still at the National Weather Service. Even when we at the National Weather Service have the best technology that's available related to radar, to observing systems, satellite data and so forth, we still need the ground truth report, the eyes and ears that are out there that can help us in real time know what's going on related to severe weather. Okay.
How long have you been with the National Weather Service?
Well, I've been with the National Weather Service since September 11th, 1989, so
okay.
Over 27 years now. I've worked at least 6 offices in the National Weather Service, and mainly in the Southeast, and this is my first office out in the West here in Riverton, Wyoming, and we're excited to be here. All kinds of weather occurs here in Wyoming, and it's definitely a challenge for us at the National Weather Service, but it's a challenge we welcome, and we look to continue to improve what we do, which is production and development of new technology to help us better warn and forecast for the public.
I got a question for you. Have
Sure.
you worked with other amateur operators?
I have at every office I've worked at in the National Weather Service, be it Evansville, Indiana, Nashville, Tennessee, Melbourne, Florida, Fort Worth, Texas, Huntsville, Alabama, and Morristown, Tennessee. Everywhere I've worked, we've had a dedicated staff of volunteers that were more than eager and willing to come in to the National Weather Service when called at a moment's notice, any time of the day or the night, to help us find out in real time what's going on out there in our service areas that we use to issue the forecasts and warnings for in our areas. So it's important that we have the amateur radio operators for that purpose, and we really appreciate what they do to assist us in involving what we do at the National Weather Service. A great bunch of folks and well versed in technology, and we work closely with amateur radio, and we'll continue to do that in the future.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Ron, and my call sign is Kilo Golf 7, Golf Sierra Romeo, and I'm here at the National Weather Service in Riverton, Wyoming, participating in the Skywarn Recognition Day. My job has been this morning is writing down the log on all the contacts that we've made this morning. But Skywarn to me means that I get to help participate in keep an eye on the weather and reporting in what I see makes me feel useful to the community I live in. and it's something to do, and it's a lot of fun.
Good deal.
But that's what Skywarn means to me.
And how long have you been a ham?
I've been a ham since 2012. No, 2013.
Have you done any storm chasing?
No, I've not gotten to do any of that. I just got a Skywarn card in my wallet this last summer. And I've known about Skywarn, but I've never been able to participate in anything until this year.
Great.
And I've been here since 5 o'clock this morning, writing on the log sheet here, and been having fun doing it.
Good deal.
But I sure enjoy being able to be a part of something that my community that I live in is doing, and it helps keep the community safe from disaster by alerting what's going on around me.
Okay.
And that's what I have for you.
All right. Thank you, Ron, very much.
Hi, I'm Bill Berger, and my call is WA7OEC, and I don't remember how many years it's been that I've been involved in Skywarn. I don't chase storms, but I report what I see if I see something unusual from my home, or if I'm not traveling someplace. And if there are other means of communication fail, using amateur radio, we can make contacts in other areas to pass along information. And that's the primary reason I think amateur radio is involved, to be able to pass along information to other weather bureaus, or at least relay to them what information is necessary. And I enjoy it from that standpoint, just operating the radios and providing a service of some sort.
So have you done any storm chasing, Bill, at all? Or?
No,
Okay.
no,
So you're Skywarn certified, though, too also?
yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Bill.
Hi, this is Ron again. One of the things that we're talking, we do is, as an amateur operator, most of the time when we're out and about, we're carrying around a handheld. And normally this is how we pass the information along, is using one of these. It's an amateur 2-meter 440 dual band, or whatever you happen to have. That information gets passed to the person you're talking to, and then they pass it on, and then it winds up here at the National Weather Service to the people that need to have that information. But as an amateur operator, it usually starts off with a handheld radio that I've got in my hands right here. And normally you pass it off to an amateur station that's more stationary when you're out and about, traveling around on foot or in a car. There's also mobile radios that I have in my vehicle that I would use. And so then that's how it's done, is with the handhelds. When you're out and about, turn it on and use these, or your mobile radio that's in your vehicle, or at home watching out the window. You can use your station at home if you have a station at home. But when you're out and about doing your thing, you're carrying around one of these, and you see something, turn it on and pass the information on, and it works its way down the chain back to this place, which is the National Weather Service.
Now, you're going through some kind of a repeater system to make this work?
You could go through a repeater system. If you're not, it's more simplex to somebody who's at their home with the station. You can relay your information back to them, and they could either send it that way and make a phone call to the weather station and say, this so-and-so's out in the field, he's talking to me on the handheld, and this is what he has for me to share with you people.
Okay, so when you're talking through the National Weather Service, you're obviously using this rig over here that this gentleman's using. But what about on your handy-talkie? Are you going through some kind of a system on that?
You can go through a system like Echolink. You can go through the repeater, or you can go talking handheld to handheld. It depends on your location and the band you're on, and how you're sending your information, because there's all kinds of ways to send it. And if you look, this gentleman here, this is a radio that belongs to me. It's a mobile base station. It can be set up in the house. It's also set up to be taken out to the field and run on a power supply or in the battery from your vehicle. And it can plug in any direction. And that is another form of communication right there. And that radio does HF. If you're on the HF band, you can transport that information through your HF radio too, and on the UHF, VHF, through a repeater system, or on the HF, which goes everywhere as it is.
All right, thank you very much, Ron.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name's Tim Morrow. Call sign is KG7LRK. I've been with Skywarn Recognition Day for about a year now. I got my card last year. It's a nice outfit to be with, and I don't chase storms, but I do keep my eye to the sky and report that I can and do what I can. And we have a repeater system on Riffy Hill there. It's a 2820H with C5900 crossbanded together, and that's what we use on Riffy Hill there to make communications. But that's about it. I enjoyed.
How long have you been a ham, Tim? How long have you been a ham?
2 years.
2 years. Okay. And so what license do you have?
I have a just tech license.
So you're going to get your general, move into HF?
I will be working on getting my general. I did get to put up a tower. It's a US tower, a 40-footer. So I will be working on my general, so I could put that to use.
Oh, good deal. So you're going to become a storm chaser then, pretty much, or are you just going to be neutral with it? Or
I'm going to see how I feel things out, see how things go, and but yes, I could be.
Good deal. Well, thank you very much, Tim.
Yep, thank you.
I don't know your name, but you probably could explain a little bit what you're monitoring.
I do imagine Hoot Creighton, KI7 GFU. My tech playing around in general area thanks to these guys. First trip at Skywarn, I chased tornadoes for a while. It gets windy, and I'm just kind of cruising the grounds, hoping somebody else is talking.
Good deal. And you're planning on getting you have your technician class now?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get your general too?
Oh yeah, I got to get back to general.
Get back into
Matter
HF.
of fact, eventually I'm going to have my advance.
So you're going to do storm chasing also, or are you staying no true with it, kind of, or?
You know, it was fun when I was a kid. But out here, I don't know, if a tornado showed up in Wyoming, yeah, I'd probably chase that puppy down.
Okay.
But I don't think I got to worry much about it.
Okay.
And I'd have to brave the mad wife when I got home.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Say what?
Hi, I'm Jim Kelleher, N7DMO, and I've been a ham operator here for probably about 30 years. I really enjoy the weather chasing. That's my favorite part of ham radio. I've gone out and chased quite a few storms down in Colorado, different tornadoes, and also here in Wyoming I've chased a few storms. Been a ham since 1981. I got my general class, and I also own part of our repeater system that we use here for the Echolink, which is connected into the National Weather Service today. I've got several frequencies tied in along with KG7LRK, as he mentioned earlier. We are planning on running this operation until 5 p.m. and we're going to be making lots of contacts with weather stations and just having a lot of fun with it. I'm hoping that I might go out here in the parking lot a little bit later and maybe even have somebody take a video shot of me operating HF from my vehicle and using the NWS Wy call sign. So, any other questions or anything? Or okay, all right. Thank you much,
Jim.
Lima Alpha Sierra. This is Whiskey 7 Yankees / NWS.
good afternoon from WX7 LAS, Las Vegas National Weather Service. Is it Texas? Where exactly is that? I got 34 degrees and snowing. John, handle Arizona, but Joe Carson, November,
Okay, it's a Whiskey X-ray 8 Alpha Papa X-ray.
I get the money on my.
Yeah, on the buddy pool, don't buy it all at once.
W7 Yankee. What?
Alright, W7 Yankee, go ahead, K0 MPX.
K0MPX, this is W7 Yankee / NWS. John, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to try and make it direct with WX7 LAS.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. WX7 LAS. This is Whiskey 7 Yankee / NWS, National Weather Service Station in Riverton, Wyoming.
Did he stay LAS? That's Las Vegas. Okay.
Come on, be there. Be there. Minnesota. Okay.
The Yoopers were on there earlier.
NWS.
Hello, this is Brent Struna, N7HY. We're at the National Weather Service here, located out of Riverton. The special event station we're running today is called the Skywarn Recognition. It's a special event. The call sign is Whiskey 7 Yankee. And again, it's at the National Weather Service, and we're doing, I'm setting up digital communications here, which is software, FL Digi. FL Digi is, I don't know the version, but it's the newest version, which is the 2014 software, which is FL Digi 32312, so it's a 2012 software. And we were tuning in from the radio to the link communications controller, which is this little box here. This is my little sound card box. I got Farad beats in here to keep my RFI from hitting my box. And then this is the ICOM 7300. And then it's basically a touch screen, so whatever we want to go to here, we're going to go to some channels right over here, BPSK31, so we're going to go here. And I'm going to tap right on the waterfall there, and now we're back to PSK31. And then we're reading PSK 31 right in here off the waterfall. These are various stations running BPSK 31, which is both megahertz. This is about where the PSK 31 is at now, and that's the sound of it as you come across it. Each one of these stations produce a different digital, so they sound different. Like I said, this is JT65, and then we got some some throb right here. There's some throb and some contestia right in here that's occurring. JT65 transmits for about a minute, and then it receives for a minute. Transmits for a minute, receives. And then as you scroll across, we can come up to, you know, if we wanted to come up to the voice band, we're going to come up to where the voice is now. And make a contact here.
40 degrees is about where Hawaii is and where I am. And I've done that.
How long have you been a ham, Brett?
N7HY here out of Lander. I've been a ham since 1985. I got into studying it in 1983.
This is the original call then?
KA7WRN.
Okay.
Kilo Alpha 7 radio, bombing radio nut, so it's KA7WRN was my original call sign. Second call sign was my technician.
Now, are you a Skywarn chaser or a storm chaser, or do you do, chase tornadoes?
Skywarn, yeah, I go out with the Skywarn chasing, and I'm just now, like I said, this is our Skywarn Recognition where we set up a power supply, our HF, and then our digital communications, and then we do our call sign over there. Whiskey 7 Yankees, our special event call sign for today's Skywarn Recognition, which was December 3rd, 2016. Our Skywarn day today. And then when I go out on a Skywarn mission, we're generally, using meters like this. Like Kestrel is a meter that measures wind direction, wind speed. This thing does all kinds of good stuff. It tells me that north was, if I was going to spin this around for north, it's telling me that north is directly behind the camera, south is this way, and it's reading 345 degrees north by northwest, so I have to tilt the meter just a little bit this way. North should be right in that
Can you show the
direction.
display to us so we can see it on the camera a little bit closer to get, let me let focus here. Okay, hold on just a second. Now wait till, okay, now I think I can see
And
it.
it has the compass rose, it has the wind generator. These are the Skywarn tools that everybody should take in the field, because if you're out there measuring wind and wind direction, density, altitude, and maybe a little bit of temperature and wind chill and whatever, if you can go out and get those readings real quick, get on the radio and state all those information things over the radio. I'll turn this on here so you can see the compass rose here. Different readings here that we get: density, altitude, barometric pressure, altimeter, altitude, reference altitude to altitude density, and then wind chill. And like I said, density altitude is at 47 feet, with a reference barometric pressure of 29.92 of inches of each Hg, which is mercury. The baro, as we read it, in reference to 0 feet, which is 0 feet we're referenced to now, is 24.38 inches of mercury. This is the baro pressure. And then as you advance, you got the wet bulb temperatures, degrees in Fahrenheit. And you got the dew point, and you got heat index. Heat index can, if you put your hand behind this, it will measure the heat off your hand. So if you got 76 degrees right now, degrees Fahrenheit, if I put my hand behind it, you'll see that the temperature just starting to rise here. It should rise up pretty good. You see it going up. See that 77 degrees? Because right now I'm sending heat off my hand. So heat off my hand in reference to temperature of your skin, temperature of your body. See, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit. So my sensor right now is trying to read me. If I had a thermometer in my mouth, trying to read my temperature of my skin and my body, my blood, whatever. Anyway, it's going up to 84.9. And as you take it away, this is the heat index. It's dropping now. And you blow in the back, can see it drop really quick here. See how quickly it drops?
Oh, yeah.
82, 83 degrees Fahrenheit, 79.3, so it's coming back to the room temperature point. Or if I was to wait for this, you get a wind chill, 77.5. It's coming down degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the heat index. Heat index is anything that's producing heat, so I can put this on next to a heat sink, and it'll tell me the temperature of a heat sink if I wanted to measure it. Maybe a top of the radio.
There you go.
Just sit that on top of the radio, and I'll measure the top of the radio's heat index. So it's a temperature.
That's cool.
And then as you go through it, I mean, it has a red display, so you can, if you're out doing astronomy type work, you can turn the red display on and not disturb your photography in any way. Humidity, we're measuring relative humidity right now at about 25.8%. It was measuring my hand's humidity. So I need to, to get the true humidity is to take it out and leave it on the tripod for a couple minutes, and then it'll give me the relative humidity like these guys are measuring outside.
Okay.
So, but it is climbing, it is going down. So the relative humidity is probably at about 20 degrees.
And that thing's real accurate.
Yeah, this is calibrated through reference standards. It's Calstrel. This is, it's not the high-end $2,000 meter, but it's the mid-grade meter. It's the $400 range meter. And I just brought it today in this little windometer. You can blow through it. It's measuring from this way. It's also measuring crosswind. It'll also measure wind coming the other direction, which is the tailwind. And it's telling me that I have a tailwind, so it actually told me that I have 2.4 mile per hour tailwind just now. So either way you're looking at it, you can do tailwind.
Pretty cool. And where'd you buy that from?
I got this off of Kestrel's website. It was on sale directly from these guys' website.
How much are they?
Kestrel is Kestrel. Kestrel.
And what do they go for, the price of it?
This one's about $399. And you get the $600 ones. You get the ones that have ballistic measuring for guns. Like I said, you can, if you don't want it on a tripod, you can take the tripod mount off and just carry it as a meter.
Cool.
This is my tripod mount here. I didn't bring it, but I have a weather vane that I can sit on here with a little weather vane thing, and it'll turn the meter on a tripod and give me my wind direction.
Does that tripod come with that?
Yeah,
You gotta buy it.
that and the weather vane. It's called a weather vane tail. But yeah, I'll talk more about this little item. 'Cause
Okay.
I have another item too that I use.
All right, good.
But yeah, I'm using all kinds of stuff. I've got ham radio, 2-meter radios. That's Skywarn Recognition, and the meters involved for sensing.
All right, good deal.
You know, this is the tool needed for Skywarn going out in your car and getting hailstorms hitting your window or anything else.
Yep.
All right, well, thanks.
About
Appreciate
Kestrel.
that. Now you use this computer over here for anything?
This is the weather service.
So you're just using this laptop right
Yeah,
now?
the one I'm using right now.
That's what you're doing your digital work with?
Yeah, and if we're still, this is the log sheets we're using, and these are the contacts that we're.
How many have you made so far on digital?
I made a 40-meter contact yesterday before I had to sign. If I would have stayed on, I would have made some more. Right now, I'm in the process of going to BPSK31, which I'm at now. It's B, which stands for broad phase shift key 31, and we're going to go directly to PSK 31 is basically get off the voice here.
So far, go ahead. Well, that's the important part, so it's going. Yeah, well,
Down to it. This is where the PSK 31 is. Kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like a lot of rushing sounds. Sounds like aliens out there. And then you come back over here, and then it shows me all the stations that are talking right now. So I can also do it on my laptop, which is kind of neat. This is a touchscreen laptop, so I can actually put it right there where I want to do it on my laptop.
How about RTTY? Is there much with that?
Yeah, on RTTY, basically, the calibration of the radio needs to be done first. So you go to RTTY. Forget this just for a minute, and then you come to where RTTY is. This is some RTTY. What I like to do here is center my scope,
That's a popular mode. There's a lot of guys that you still use that.
decode, I'm going to expand.
Oh, it decodes it like the 7000?
Yeah, I'm actually going to center that.
Okay, it's like the 7000 kind
That's
of.
a CQ Tara, KI6DY, KI6DY, CQ, VK.
Well, that's just like the 7000.
That 7100 does that too, doesn't it?
The 7000 does. I don't know about the 7100, but the 7000 sure does.
There's decoder on it.
It might.
And then the software's receive anywhere. I can put it on video. And then basically I'm going to go to
No.
operation mode here. And I'm going to come down to on the FL Digi, I got to go to RTTY at 45 baud. 45 baud when we'll be running. Then I'm going to go directly here. Clear off my screen. And whatever's showing up here should show up here. The signal of my scope can be controlled by my signal link, so I can bring this down to almost nothing. See that? Or I can bring it almost up so it saturates the screen. Right here is full saturation of my card. I bring it down to where I need it. I like it like right in there.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Well, I'm getting low on battery, so I'll have to probably get. You want to go ahead and let us know about?
Yeah, N7HYF at the National Weather Service Skywarn Recognition Day is on December 3rd. It's a Saturday. It's a nice time to get everybody out to have fun. This is my first digital day at Skywarn Recognition. They're doing digital up here. And I got to get back and trying to make some contacts. So.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.